Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods Podcast, episode 97. Joining me today, as always, Daniel. Never really.
What's up, Connor?
Nothing much,
97.
Cobra
97.
Kai.
Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai.
A bunch of
Strike
UFC
first.
fighters just got done filming for season 5 of Cobra Kai. So I'm very excited to see where that goes.
Season 5.
Started the
So,
show off really randomly, but yeah.
what does that mean? Is there a bunch of them?
Not a bunch, but like, a small handful, good amount. I'm curious to see. I don't know. I wonder if these kids gonna be starting MMA soon. Is that what's going on here? Getting real hardcore with this show. Very interested to see. Anyways, this isn't a Cobra Kai show. This is a video game show, though. And Daniel, it has been another busy week in the world of video games.
Oh boy, has it.
Yeah, it was Game Awards.
Not even just the Game Awards. It doesn't make any sense.
I know.
I'm like looking through this
Usually
list.
everyone's real fucking quiet around this time. Not this year.
I thought so. Like, I'm looking through this list of like the Game Awards stuff. Yeah, crazy. A lot of stuff.
So we are going to start off with the Game Awards. Daniel, first of all, let's just get our overall thoughts. What did you think of this year's Game Awards?
Number one, before I even get to like any announcements or anything, I think it is laughable, the actual award part of it. It is laughable.
Just get,
Like it,
I saw like actual minutes that the awards were focused on for this year's show, and I think it was like 17 minutes or something.
it is a laughable.
Yeah, out of like a 3.5 hour show.
Yes, it like the fact that like I don't mind passing over a few if they're not as important or whatever, but some of these devs, they're rushing them off. They could speak for nothing. Like, I guess spoilers, Joseph Fares, the one guy you probably want to talk because he won Game of the Year. He got like 30 seconds and was pushed off of the stage. Are you kidding me right now?
Right. Give that man 5 minutes up there.
At least a minute. Like, that's like minimum. Like, are you kidding me? He can't have any time to celebrate him winning? What a joke. What a joke.
I gotta point out how weirdly structured the announcements were. Because, like, me and you were talking during this, and, like, the first hour was incredible in terms of announcements. And then it just went downhill so fast after that, where the last 2 hours were just a drag to get through. And I just could not believe, like, how did he not space these out a little? I read something online that, like, this is, like, the same mindset with the Super Bowl or something with, like, how commercials, like, all the good commercials are in the first hour, because then people stop watching after that. And I was like, I don't know. This isn't the fucking Super Bowl, though. Like, it was just so oddly structured to me. Like, it could have been a good show in terms of announcements, like, overall, if you didn't jam-pack them all in that first hour.
No, well, number one, the big issue with that, it was too long. Way too long.
Way too long.
This show
dragged, dude.
I get you need ads. I get you need to be able to do the show. You need to be able to make money to do the show. I completely understand, and I am all for that. I'll sit through some ads. This year definitely had way more ads. Number one, they made them a little more entertaining. Like there was the Dave ad, which kind of had some fun, but the show's way too long, especially it being this late at night too. Like you were airing it way too late for it to be this long
on a Thursday too. Like people got work tomorrow,
Yeah, it's not on a Friday. Like if you're gonna do it on a Friday, right?
Do it on a Friday. They used to always be on Saturday. I'm just like, always put that shit on a Saturday. Like,
I think it's fine to be on Thursday, right? Just do it earlier.
When do like Oscars go? Like, isn't that?
I think it's Sunday.
Typically?
I think it's Sunday.
I mean, I'd even prefer that.
Yeah. Make it an hour and a half, 2 hours long. Focus on awards. Announcements need to be second. You do not need to focus on the announcements. It's nice to have them when we see like huge things that we'll talk about. He had some really big announcements, but imagine them being tighter and just quicker, and I think it would work way better.
Yeah, in terms of announcements, I think it was like a really good show in terms of announcements. It just wasn't spaced out properly. Maybe a good answer here would be make the pre-show longer and then the actual show shorter, That way, for people that want to watch the pre-show, you can have it there. You can have all your ads there. You can do more awards there. Focus on that a little bit more there. And then have your main show be like maybe 90 minutes-ish. And then, you could have as many ads as you need in there.
Well, he's trying to do 2 shows at one time, right? Like, that's the problem. Is he's
trying to have
trying
E3 and awards at the same time, right?
Yeah, this needs to be number one. It's the Game Awards. It is. We
Mhm.
need to be celebrating this year in video games. That is it. And it did not seem like we are celebrating this year in video games. We are celebrating 3 years of the next games we're getting. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
And that's just very disappointing to me. Like I think that he puts on a very good show and it is presented very well, but I don't know. I think I liked last year's better personally. It was shorter. I don't know.
Yeah, they all kind of blend together for me. I couldn't really tell you
Generally,
which
they
year's
do,
which. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, let's get into these
Sure.
announcements. I guess before we get into it, any particular awards you want to shout out and give a mention to that people that won or something? Because I don't want to read
Um,
off the winners as well.
yeah, the big one is It Takes Two winning Game of the Year. I think
Shocking,
that is
right?
awesome.
Yeah,
Like I
great
told you
pick.
guys when we were doing like our little nominations, that could be the dark horse. I didn't think it would win that much, but
I
I
didn't
said
even
that
think it would
could.
get nominated.
See, yeah, right. I said that could be the dark horse. It's really nice to see that. I think shout out to Guardians winning best narrative
Yeah, that was
again.
that was my coolest announcement, or not announcement, award.
Again, shoved off the stage. Let this woman talk. Are you kidding me right now? I
Yeah,
was very frustrated watching her and I forget their names. The two narrative leads getting shoved off the stage. Like I watched them. They have. If you want to see more of them, like I will shout out the Min-Max interview. Min-Max Ben did a big I think it was like 45-minute interview talking to them. Go watch that, just because they won. That I think.
really awesome
Uh,
for them to win though. That game really did have
yes.
a great story to it. And, happy to see that.
Yeah. What other awards? Um, the two games that I thought should win an award didn't, and whatever. That's just me.
What were the two?
I think Death's Door needed to win Best Indie. It's cool for Kana to win. I know I like the game more than you two do. That's cool to see that game. I think Death's Door deserved it, and Before Your Eyes I think should have won the the most I
Game for
forget the name.
Impact or whatever.
Game for Impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What won that?
It was Life is Strange, which is
Oh,
fair.
okay.
That should win too. I'm fair
Sure.
with that. It's just
There's
Before
only
Your Eyes.
so many awards, right? It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Your
All of these
Eyes.
games will win something somewhere too. Like I
Yeah.
just saw. I think GameSpot today gave their game of the year to Deathloop, and then
Yeah. Shout out to Deathloop. Yep.
I saw Psychonauts 2 win something the other day. So
Yeah.
all these guys will get something from.
It's another
someone.
one that got nothing, which it
Yeah, it
upsets
didn't
me.
end up getting nothing, right?
Didn't get anything.
Yeah. Again, only so many awards.
One last I guess I don't want to keep saying disappointments. One last thing that I was like, oh, I don't really, I don't agree with this is the best performance award. Like,
Who won that?
yeah,
Oh, Lady D won that, right?
lady,
Yeah.
like. We made fun this whole year. Best character of the year. We made best character of the year
She
before
did
the
a
game
great
came
job
out.
in that game,
She
right?
did a
Like
great
she was a
job.
great character.
100%. But
Yeah.
Erica Mori deserved that award.
Sure.
Like hands down.
I could have even seen the guy that played Colt or Juliana
Yes.
above her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think that those two
The
probably
girl that played
performed.
Juliana, not guy. Anyways,
Mhm.
let's get into these announcements here, Daniel.
There is a bunch of them.
I am just gonna rattle off the ones that I think are big. If I skip something, feel free to shout it out.
Yeah, I'll follow with you. Yeah.
Sure. We'll start off with Tunic because that did get a release date.
Finally.
Sometime in March. Yeah, I know a lot of people are looking forward to this. I can't find you the exact release date on hand. I think it was like March 13th, somewhere around there. Anyways,
It's like
I know
mid-March, I think.
mid-March, yeah, something like that. I know a lot of people looking forward to this game. Looks
Yes.
cool. Zelda-like, coming to Game Pass day one, I believe.
Yes, my only thing with this game is we've been it's been that carrot for a couple of years now, and
A
then
long time.
Death's Door came out.
Yeah.
I think Death's Door might have eaten its lunch already. I don't
you
know
think
if this
so?
game. I don't think that this game's going to hit other than stylistically. I think the game's going to be great, but oof, it's got a lot to live up to with Death's Door coming out this year.
At least it's got like a year apart from Death's Door, so
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe when it comes out, it'll be taken in
Death's
its
Door
own.
will kind of be out of your mind a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Very excited.
Next, then we will go. I guess we'll just go to the main show then. Nothing else too much in the pre-show unless you got something.
No, I think Tunic was the big one for me in the pre-show.
Yeah, I didn't really. I know a lot of people are excited about that Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Yes, getting
Which is a fighting game of a Persona 4. I know it's like a port of something, so
it was an old game. I think they're doing like a new update to it. It was
Sure.
like a 360 PS3 game.
okay, Cool.
that is now coming to like current stuff.
Anyways, they opened the show with a new look at Senua's Saga. Hellblade 2 coming out from Ninja Theory. Got a good 6-minute demo out of this. Looks fucking awesome, right?
Is that in the right order?
Wasn't that the first thing they showed?
No, that was
What
very
was the first
far
thing
in.
they showed?
The first thing, I mean, the first thing that I noticed was the Texas Chainsaw thing.
That was in the pre-show, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
It all runs together. There
Are
was
you looking
that
at the Screen Rant thing? Let's get on the same page
yes,
here, Daniel.
that's where I'm at. Yes.
The Texas Chainsaw thing is up there a little bit more, where the pre-show is.
Okay, I don't know where the cutoff
Did
is
you want to
there.
mention the Texas Chainsaw
I
Massacre?
did.
Okay,
I don't know what that game's going to be, but I love the first movie. That movie's awesome. I would like to know what this game is. Are
It's
you
being
just
made by the Friday the 13th guys.
didn't know that?
Yeah.
So it's going to be okay. I was thinking it was going to be more single player. That kind of gets me a little disappointed, but
no, I think this is an asymmetrical multiplayer game.
They-
Tried to actually be very excited to check out. I really
It's
like
cool.
that Friday the 13th game.
yeah. I mean, that game's like a dumb fun game, right? Just have fun with friends. It's
Yeah.
not as good as Dead by Daylight, but yeah, I'd like to see. I wonder if it's going to be like the 7-on-1 or like how many people are they going to have? I'd like to know.
Yeah, good questions. Also, we're completely out of order now, but in the pre-show, also The Expanse by Telltale Games.
Yes, I wanted to mention that, which
Sure.
just for fans of The Expanse, like I know that's a very popular show.
Yeah, I've never seen it myself, but Telltale lives.
I know, right?
Telltale lives. Yeah.
Then I guess we can start getting into. I know we wanted to get to Hellblade. We will talk about Hellblade. I have to. The next one that popped into me was I think this is the right game. Is Evil West? Was that Western Doom game, third-person Doom game co-op?
I do not remember this one. Flying Wild Hog made this game.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It looked kind of Doom-esque, but it was third person. You're like fighting like demons and stuff. He looks like a futuristic cowboy. That game looked really cool. If you didn't see that, Connor, go back and look at that trailer.
Yeah, that's
Evil
what do you
West.
mean Doom-like? It's just like very fast-paced, running around.
Very
fighting enemies
fast,
like
and
that.
one of the enemies kind of glowed like Doom, so I'm wondering if there's like also kill animations or like kill like
Pick up your
final
health through
executions,
killing enemies too, and stuff like
or
that.
yeah, just some sort of like cool ripping their head off or something animation. I'm not sure, but that game looks really cool.
Sure.
Yeah, then we can get into Hellblade.
Cool. Okay, yeah. So then they open the show with Hellblade 2. We got a good 6-minute preview trailer.
Huge
a very
trailer.
Cinematic trailer. Yeah. Mixture of gameplay and cinematics. Very cool looking. She was kind of fighting this giant. This is running Unreal Engine 5, so it looked
I was going to mention
absolutely
that
beautiful.
because I saw people saying like, "Oh, this isn't gameplay," and then I was just thinking the whole time like, I don't think you understand. This is Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah.
We're in a new era with Unreal Engine 5.
Oh, I mean, she was walking. Like,
you see, like if you played that first game, like, and you could see the first game in this and how you'd be.
I mean, it was obviously a mixture of cutscenes and actually walking, but yeah, I mean, it was just a very like cinematic moment in the game. Obviously, there'll be like more hardcore gameplay and combat and stuff like that, but
apparently,
gameplay.
Apparently they are going heavy into combat, and they've yet to really show any of that.
Yeah.
Apparently they are really like reworking combat from Hellblade, which was my least favorite thing from the first game.
Sure.
I thought it was fine, but it wasn't
the first Hellblade very much like a AA game. It wasn't like entirely focused.
Oh, it was very. It wasn't the full team.
Yeah, no, it was as close as to like a walking simulator as you could get with combat having been in it. There was not too much combat going on in that game, so I'd imagine this one's going to be much more expansive. I figure we're getting a full-on AAA game here now, right?
Oh yeah. Xbox is not sparing any expense for this game.
No,
it's clear, and they're giving them plenty of time.
Yeah,
they announced
no date or anything at the end of this, so I don't even think this game will be next year. I think we're probably looking at 2023-ish with this.
I would say if anything, it'd be like early fall to kind of get away from Starfield,
Sure.
But like that's like best. I think if anything, this might be
scenario.
March next year.
Yeah,
or
I can.
I'm
see
sorry,
that.
March
That probably lines up.
2023.
Yeah,
that's what I would say.
Yeah, I would say that too. But looks awesome, man. Looks awesome what they're doing thus far. That giant looks so cool. The fire looks so amazing in this. Love Get the facial expressions too that they're really well known for now
The
too.
lighting.
Yeah, the lighting looks great. Love everything about it. Can't wait to see what this game is. Looking forward to hearing more what the story's actually about and stuff
I
like
felt
that.
so bad for that giant. They were
He
just
wasn't
like
doing
murdered him.
anything.
No,
He already
it just
looked
started.
like he was in pain. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
You know, it was
he was
funny. He
just
walked out, and
crawling.
I was just, he crawled out of that beach, and I was just, is that Snoke? And I'm like, what are we doing here? That's what it looked like.
Oh my
It's the
god,
Snoke origin story.
Hellblade's a Star Wars game confirmed. When is she getting her lightsaber?
Speaking of Star Wars, Daniel, like I did there.
I
You
set you up there.
See that? Star Wars Eclipse got announced. The Quantic Dream game. This was rumored going into this. It wasn't confirmed. I thought it was confirmed.
Yeah,
It
I saw
was-
Jeff Grubb talk about this.
Yeah,
That's how I saw that.
yeah. There were a lot of heavy rumors going on surrounding this game. And then we finally got a first trailer at it. We're going to the High Republic era, which is very cool to see. I know
I think like
nothing.
100 or 200 years before the prequels
Yeah,
is
I know.
what I think.
Yeah, we saw a glimpse of Yoda in the trailer too,
Yeah.
so they'll connect that way. But looks very cool. I'm very curious to get into this whole High Republic era. I know me and you are huge Star Wars fans, and I know
Yes.
absolutely nothing about the High Republic. I haven't read any of the books yet or anything.
We might see other council members, maybe, but I'm not. We're not going to see really much humans that we would know. I would say maybe like Shak Ti or Kiadi Mundi, maybe some like maybe one of those. I don't really know very
Some of the
many other.
standing aliens might be there.
Yeah, but
I
like
could see that.
somebody like Mace and like a lot of the other council members, I doubt we'd really see. So
Yeah.
uh,
So this game's
but
coming out of Quantic Dream. I know a lot of people were thinking this is going to be a typical Quantic Dream movie-like game where, it's a lot like a Telltale game or something like that. But from the rumors, it said this was an open-world third-person action game. So I'm wondering what we're getting here.
I think I saw that there is still some of that narrative, choice-driven, bouncing between characters.
I'd
still.
assume there would be, right? I mean, because they're so well known for that, and why
Yeah.
wouldn't they carry over their talents into a Star Wars game? I kind of wish it was just a full-on Quantic Dream game, what you would expect from them.
Me
That-
too.
That would be
Me
a
too.
really cool Star Wars game, but
'Cause we don't get that in Star Wars.
yeah, I think they want to go after the money here a little bit, and make a third-person open-world action game, and that you will get more money out of that in the long run than you would making a typical
Yeah.
Quantic Dream type game. But awesome to see. This was a great trailer. It was so cool. I didn't know what it was.
Didn't know
at
it was
first.
Star Wars for a long time.
Yeah, I didn't realize until I saw one of the ships, and then I thought we were
Yeah.
getting like a prequel era game, and I was like, oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, they were showing a lot of like Naboo ships, and then they showed some like Trade Federation ships and stuff. And I was
Yeah,
like,
we got a lot of
oh,
those.
there we
So I
go.
was like, oh, this is cool. This is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently this game is still a ways out, so we probably won't see anything from it for quite a while. But exciting.
Maybe E3
nonetheless.
next year. Maybe see something.
Yeah, maybe get more of a story trailer or a little bit of gameplay or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to know like who we're playing and things like that. Like if we
Yeah.
are bouncing between multiple characters, I'd like to know.
When did Quantic Dream's last game come out? Detroit came out in 2018, right?
2017.
I think it was
I think.
2018 because I remember it being like a month after God of War, or before.
I thought it was a whole year before. I thought it was 2017.
No, I'm pretty sure 18 because I remember Spider-Man, God of War, Detroit being that same year.
It could be. I don't.
Whatever,
I
doesn't
don't-
matter. Anyways, I was just trying to line up the timeline when this game might come out. I'm thinking 2023, 2024, probably for this game.
Yeah, it depends on what engine I guess they're using, right?
Yeah,
Like they got like I know a lot of people want to hate on Quantic Dream, and there's some fair points to that. They are very
some fair criticism. I mean, that David Cage
yeah.
guy does seem like a little bit of an asshole. So I don't
definitely.
know. Yeah,
But they are a talented studio. Whatever you could say, people can also say whatever they want about Detroit and its writing, but like the fidelity of that game is still one of the best looking games of last gen. It's just the game quality is very high.
people have
And to
always
bring-
had a problem with their writing, but it's like they branch out so much in these games. That like
It's
the
impressive,
storylines
yeah.
can never stay like clean. So it does get a little messy when you're playing these games, but I think they're all fairly good.
I mean, they could be on the nose with a lot of things
Yeah.
and not be very subtle, which
Sure.
that is a fair criticism. But their tech is very high. The engine that they use is great. Hopefully they update it a little bit and bring that into Star Wars. Very exciting.
Definitely. Next up, then we got a look at Wonder Woman from Monolith Productions. This is Monolith is the team that made the Shadow of War game, Shadow of Mordor, and they're making a Wonder Woman game now, Daniel.
Yeah, I mean, we've been wondering what they've been working on. I mean, Shadow
Yeah,
of War was
Monolith
2017.
lives.
Finally,
Finally.
they've been working on a game since 2017, or at least 2018 minimum, right? If not
Minimum, yeah.
end of
Yeah.
2017,
I
probably.
actually
So
love those games too, so I can't wait
they're
for
great
this.
games. They're
Yeah.
great games. They know how to make a great open world, and this seems like a spiritual sequel to those in a way,
Yeah, we
where
know
they
we're
are,
getting the Nemesis system in this.
yes,
Yeah.
open world, action, nemesis system, which I love Wonder Woman. I think she's a really great character that has gotten mixed media. Like, I really like that first Wonder Woman movie. I didn't see the new one because it just got bad
It's pretty
reviews.
bad.
But like, as a character, I think Wonder Woman's super cool. And she's very suited for an action game. She has a shield, a sword, uh, her wrists, her gauntlets. She has her whip, so she has a lot of different equipment you can use. I'm very excited.
Me too. I think that stuff's gonna be awesome. Wonder Woman, a character I don't know enough about. You know, I
Me,
just
me too. Me too. Yeah.
yeah, all I've seen is the Gal Gadot stuff from Wonder Woman, so I'm excited to learn more through a
And they
video game.
definitely are. If you look at like the picture, like they're kind of gal, giving it a gal look. Like her
Sure.
suit looks very gal like.
Yeah, I
Um,
bet.
yeah, so they're kind of leaning into that, which is great. I think that she has a very good Wonder Woman look.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll be very excited to learn more about the character through a video game. That's my preferred media anyway. So I'm
mhm.
always down to play another superhero video game. Awesome to see. I love this team, so I can't wait to see what they end up doing with this.
What's the likelihood of getting the invisible jet?
Ooh, probably none. How
Oh,
weird would
then I
that
guess I'm
be?
not playing. I'm not playing it then.
Not playing it then. It's gonna be cool to use that rope and like capture enemies and get them on your team. With that nemesis system and stuff like that. It's gonna be really cool.
I'm gonna tempt you right now. Have the rope act like a grapple hook,
Ooh.
and you're
Now you're talking
grappling
my
two
language,
places.
Daniel. Now you're talking my language.
Not
Yeah.
just do the truth move, because that's going to be a
Oh,
bit
that's
ability.
totally a move. I think they
Use
saw that and they were like, "Oh yeah, we gotta make this."
yes, but then grappling to something and pulling. Come on, after playing Infinite, I better be using that thing to maneuver.
Do you get worried at all about superhero fatigue in video games? Because
No,
we're getting a lot now.
all of them.
Yeah. You want them all too?
I watch every Marvel thing. I try to watch every DC thing. All of them. I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
get fatigued. See, the thing is, I don't get fatigued. If I don't want to play it, I don't play it. If I don't want to watch it, I don't want to watch it. Like, that's it. There, there is too much already in every medium: books, movies, TV, video games. Music. Like, I can't even absorb as much as I want to, anyways. So, like, if the people that are complaining are the ones that just, I don't know. They're not even going to play the game anyway. So I don't understand wasting your breath trying to complain about it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are getting superhero fatigue because it's like there's superheroes everywhere. But man, like they're superheroes can be so different too.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman is nothing like like the Punisher or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you get so many different styles. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, we just got a giant cast coming together in a space opera type thing. And then we're gonna get this Suicide Squad game, which is a game about the Suicide Squad going around killing the Justice League, and they're entirely different tones in those games. So yeah, I don't really see the big complaint with superhero stuff, but
No, there's so much
just wanna
room.
bring it
All you
up.
need to do is look over here, and then there's a breadth of other games.
You're right.
Like, just don't play them. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I'm with you. Looking forward to this though, quite a bit.
Yes, yes.
Timeline for this? Probably say like
Um,
2024. Probably be my guess.
I don't know.
This was
Monolith.
just like a very teaser trailer. This was probably the most teaser
Yeah,
like we got. Well, there's another one we'll talk about in a minute. That was pretty teaser
Monolith.
heavy.
They're a very good studio.
They've just been out for a while, so I wonder if they've canceled the project in the meantime. If something happened with a
like
different game.
another Mordor game.
Yeah, something like that could have gone down. Who knows? Because it
I'm
does
gonna.
seem kind of odd that we don't know. This didn't get announced like years ago. If this is what they've been making the whole time.
Yeah, but I think maybe people are starting to announce things not so far in the future.
I know there was a lot of
Um,
legal issues going on with the Nemesis system as well, so I wonder if that had anything to do with it.
yeah, maybe that's why they couldn't announce it earlier.
Yeah,
Um, I'm gonna say early. I'm gonna say maybe 2023 for this one.
yeah,
I think
that'd
that's
be
plenty
cool.
of time.
Sure.
Because the Mordor games are 3 years apart. Like,
Yeah, no, they did work very quick on those Mordor games. Yeah, be cool to see. Can't wait. Glad they're
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Next, I was very excited about this one. Alan Wake 2
Ooh,
got announced by Remedy Games. We got a short teaser trailer with a 2023 released window.
Yeah, and it's not about Alan Wake, it's about Jake Gyllenhaal. I didn't know that.
Everyone is saying that. I'm like, no,
It looked
guys.
you look like Jake Gyllenhaal from,
He did
I
though.
was
I just
getting
watched Far From Home too, and I was like, yeah, it does look like
yeah,
him. It
yeah.
does.
It's so funny, but
Yeah,
yeah,
Alan Wake 2 though. First Alan Wake, one of my favorite games, cult classic. At this point, can't wait to see what
just
they
had
do
the
with
remake.
this. What'd you say?
Just had the remake.
Oh yeah, just released a remake as well. Very timely with that. Yeah. I know they said this is gonna be more of a survival horror game. They said this is their first survival horror game, so I guess they're not counting Alan Wake 1 as a survival horror game, which it really wasn't. But
Pretty action.
yeah, I know there's like a story reason too why you fight the way you fight in the first Alan Wake. So I wonder if combat's gonna be entirely different in this one.
He has that little thing in his hand, but we don't know what it is. He has like a piece of equipment in
Oh,
his
does he
hand.
really? I don't even
I don't know if
notice
it's just
that.
a light. I don't know. Like if you go watch that teaser, he has something in his hand. I'm not sure what it is.
Regardless, it sounds like they want to get like hardcore horror with this one, which I'm totally in for. Can't fucking wait.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because I would like to see more what they could do with action now after Control with Alan
Sure.
Wake. Because I feel like Alan Wake now, if they made Alan Wake right now after like that DLC and then made Alan Wake, I feel like it would even be better of a game because of how Control feels. Imagine Control feeling like, or Alan Wake feeling like Control. So maybe take a little bit of that gunplay and make it more horror. It's very interesting. Very curious.
Can't wait to see what they end up doing with it. I don't know where we're going with it. I gotta play that DLC in Control to see where we're going story wise. I'm sure that connects to Alan Wake 2 in some way because I know it takes place after Alan Wake 1. So, are you surprised they're not making Control 2? Because
they are. They're making plenty of games, and
I'm sure they are eventually. I just thought their next big game would have been Control 2. That's what I thought.
It's going to be. They opened 2 studios now. They have 2 big studios now. They opened a new one in another big city. In Europe, they opened another big European studio though. So they like one team is doing this and one team is doing Control 2 for sure. And then there's that multiplayer. There's that multiplayer Control game.
Is there really?
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, the 4-person co-op
yeah.
one or whatever. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And they're also making this Crossfire X too, huh? That single player, yeah. Which has got a release date here as well. Oh, we'll talk about that when we get there. But yeah, Alan Wake 2. I can't wait. I'm so happy to see a sequel to this. Yeah. I have to replay through that first one.
Our boy Sam Lake out there flew out there. Yeah. Come on. I just love seeing Sam Lake.
They also said we'll get another look at this next summer. So look forward to that. Maybe at like opening night live in August or whatever.
What's the likelihood? Because I didn't play that Control DLC. What's the likelihood Jesse meets Alan Wake?
I think they meet. Are they going to meet DLC?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
do you think
they already have 100%? That's likely.
You think she'll be in this?
I don't know. I'd imagine that organization, whatever. What was the organization called? In Control.
Oh, you're putting me on
something
the spot.
like that.
Yeah, the Federal Bureau of
FBO, whatever. Anyways, I'd imagine that organization will somehow be in Alan Wake. I don't know. It's gonna be. Okay. I don't know. He can't like have like a team around him if they want to make.
What if we play as Jesse and he's also in it?
That'd be cool too. Super connected world. So this is part of the Epic deal then too, right?
Yes, I think Epic is technically publishing this game.
Okay, cool. Good to know. They'll have a backing for money. Okay, cool. And then we got another look at. Well, I think immediately after that was here. It is Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Sonic.
Yeah, we got the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 trailer. What'd you think?
Look fun. Like I think that first movie is fine. It's fun. It's not as bad as I thought. It's fine. It's fun. It's not a bad.
Jim Carrey's great in that movie.
Yeah, I guess we'll get to see more like full blown Jim Carrey in this one.
Sure.
We get a shot of Idris Elba as Knuckles in it.
And he said that voice wasn't sexy. Come on now. That was the sexiest voice I ever heard.
Idris Elba cannot do a sexy voice, you know? His voice is just always a sexy voice. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next
then, I want to give one I want to shout out Ben Schwartz. What a fun guy. That guy just having fun at the Game Awards.
I can't take his hairstyle. Ever since Parks and Rec, I'm just like, what is this?
Yeah, John Ralphio.
Yeah, I can't get that character out of my head every time he talks.
He's always John Ralphio.
Okay, cool. Next, I want to shout out next Horizon Forbidden West trailer we got. I thought that was
It's
a
another
really good
trailer.
trailer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was the best look we got at this game, actually. I thought that was like, if you wanted to sell someone on this game, I'm showing them that trailer because they
Good
kind of just
variety.
went through, a lot of variety. You understand. You get the grappling hook. You got the fucking parachute thing from Breath of the Wild. Fighting snake robots. That's fucking cool.
I didn't need it. You got that platypus, or what do they call it? The that dinosaur, the Loch Ness monster looking
The
dinosaur
one
thing.
underwater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Loch Ness monster dinosaur thing looked cool.
Yeah, that looked cool.
We definitely didn't need this trailer. I'll say. I didn't need
Yeah,
to see
this
it
seemed more
here.
like an advertisement than anything, just because the game's coming out so soon. But I thought it was a very cool trailer.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that game, man. Only like
So
a couple
excited.
weeks out. Yeah, I'm so excited for Horizon Forbidden West. Anyways, you want to mention this Slitherhead game?
Yes, but I want to mention real quick Final Fantasy VII Remake coming to PC. Only on Epic, the Epic Game Store. Hopefully it comes to Steam and Xbox. Hopefully it comes to everywhere else soon.
Yeah, it looked like Epic was publishing it, right?
Well, the reason why is because Sony, or either Sony or PlayStation, I assume it's Sony, owns a part of Epic. So if you remember, they invested in Epic. So it makes sense that they'll go to the Epic Game Store first.
Yeah, but Sony doesn't own that game.
Yeah, but they published. I'm pretty sure they had like some publishing stuff with it.
I don't think so. I think they just had a deal.
It could be. I don't know. I feel like Sony's have some weird thing with this game. Like
Definitely.
they've had it for so long, so there might be some weird back end deals with them.
Sure. Okay, cool. You want to jump to Somerville next?
We could do Slitterhead real quick. That game looked really freaky.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. I was kind of trying to avoid it, if I'm being honest.
It looked really really freaky from one of the creators of Silent Hill. Yeah, it looked interesting.
A lot of Silent Hill teases throughout this whole damn show.
Oh, there's two. There's two, and they were very big teases.
I was just like, what are you guys doing?
I want to mention the Golem game.
Oh, okay, yeah, the Golem game. We got our first trailer for this, right?
The first.
I know this game was announced like forever ago, so
they had that
it's
teaser.
hard to tell what we've gotten for this. Was there?
They had that like teaser trailer.
Golem looks very weird, man. He looked disturbing.
He looks very weird.
I don't know what's going on there.
Stylistic choice to make Golem.
This is just such a weird fucking game to me. Like, who wants to play as Golem? Absolutely no one.
I think it's a more narrative game.
I'm sure it is, and I'm sure you're just like stealthing around, and it's not too combat heavy and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, who thought, like, hey guys, I want to make a game where you play as Golem?
Honestly, I think that's really cool.
Like 100 different characters you'd rather play as in that series.
I'll be against the grain because, like, I think Golem's one of the more interesting characters. I think you could do a cool narrative game around. The fact that he isn't very strong and very smart, and he is constantly fighting against himself in the ring. Like, I think that Golem is a very cool character. So I'm very interested in what this game, the idea of this game, and maybe it is going to be good because I hope that this game is good. I agree, Golem looks a little odd, but I'm kind of rooting for the game. Like, I hope it's good. We need more Lord of the Ring games.
I hope it's just a fishing game, and you have to just use your bare hands, and you gotta fucking catch the fish and then smash your head and then just eat them. That's all I want.
It's just it's that, and then the other half of the game is you looking in the water, just arguing against yourself.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. Actually, it's just like a farming simulator, but you play as Golem. Yeah. He's just slowly going crazy.
We got Delicious Last Course finally coming out.
Oh, the DLC. Sure, yeah.
Coming out in the summer, finally.
Did you like beat Cuphead? Or are you one of these guys?
I didn't. I
was it not too hard for you?
It's not that it was too hard. I just bounced off of it. I think one of my issues was, like you couldn't like. They kind of made you do certain things in the game, and I just didn't like that. Like you couldn't choose a specific difficulty.
Things in games.
Yeah. I don't know. There are just some weird things with the game itself that I just didn't vibe with. Like, I think the run and gun levels weren't very great, and I kind of wanted them to be fun.
So what, you really like the boss fights?
I like the boss fights. I kind of wish that they fused the run and gun and the boss fights and make them more normal. But just having each like boss as just a boss run, I wasn't a big fan of. So I wanted to see the bosses because how cool the animation is and how beautiful it is. But
yeah, I wanted to like this game so much. Like I wanted to love it. I really did, just because of that art style, the way it looks. It was like so
the music,
cool. Yeah, the music, everything's so cool about it. And then I'm playing it, I'm just like, I don't want to play it.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
I can't wait for that Netflix show though.
We haven't seen it. I'm very, very curious.
Yeah,
Then we
me
got
too.
the Sonic Frontiers, the Sonic Frontiers Breath of the Wild game.
Sonic of the Wild, man.
Sonic of the
That's
Wild.
immediately what I thought of.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying Shadow of the Colossus. I'm like, I don't see Sonic climbing
Eh,
up giants' backs or
well, there
nothing.
was like those weird giant looking things, so that's kind of why I guess. But
Hmm.
um, very curious what this game is going to be. I'm gonna keep my eye on it.
Yeah. I want a good 3D Sonic game, right? Like that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten one of those since Sonic Heroes, but yeah, I'd be curious to see what this game ends up being. I hope it's not just a Breath of the Wild clone, but even if it is, that might be cool.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be interesting because I know I don't really play a lot of like Sonic games, but I know the 3D ones are very linear and you don't have like a lot of room to run. So if this is an open world game, like I don't know, I feel like maybe that gameplay could be enough, just being able to run around Sonic and
You could
like
make traversal like so fun if you
yeah,
wanted, right?
I hope that they really take the time to make Sonic feel good and give you fun things to do with his speed. So like I don't know, this could be a very good game.
Yeah, could be. We'll see. We'll see what's going on here. Be made by the core Sonic team, I believe. So
I think it Team Sonic, yeah, I'm pretty
yeah,
sure it is.
so their next big thing here. You want to keep going? You kind of took over.
Oh, sure. Well,
I was kind
because
of enjoying it.
I was just pointing out some games.
Sure, sure.
We saw Chichia again. We
Oh,
actually got
this
to
is that
see.
weird looking whatever's going on here. The one we saw at the
Yeah,
PlayStation thing
it's got
last year.
like a Mario Odyssey vibe of
Yeah.
like being able to like or like a prey where you can like take over things.
A
And
little
I
bit of
think
that, a little bit of Breath of the Wild in there with the
yeah,
parachute
you're
and
kind of
stuff like
exploring an
that.
island.
Yeah, walking around. I like the art style. I like that
Yeah,
you could like play music too. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. It looked kind of
I need
clunky
to
when she
see
was
reviews
turning
for
in
this
different
game.
animals, yeah, and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't. This could be a fun, chill out, play this type of game, but I don't think this is gonna be like a top tier game of next year.
I
But
need
yeah,
to see more of like what it is, like the reviews, maybe a little more of
yeah.
like what the
Is there a
narrative is.
story? That's kind of my question.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on there? Yeah.
We kind of saw like more combos with how she was like transforming. She was like kind of go bouncing really quickly and doing things. So
Oh,
like
was she okay?
I feel like this was a little bit more than that first like teaser at that PlayStation conference. We got to see a little bit more of her bouncing around.
Definitely.
Uh, Very cool looking game though. I'd be curious if it's going to be good. I hope it is. Then we finally got an actual like gameplay uh, of Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League by Rocksteady. We finally see more of how you're playing the game, not just a lot of cinematics. Um, I this didn't like
I didn't
I've
like the way this trailer was cut.
I wasn't crazy about the whole thing in general. It didn't lower my excitement for the game at
Mhm.
all because like I just like Rocksteady, but um, I
It
already know
kept
who I'm
giving you snippets of gameplay and then cutting really quick back
for
into a
the next one.
cutscene. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
was just like, okay, just show me the gameplay for like 10 seconds, where it would be like 3 seconds of gameplay and
yeah.
then
Show me
cutscene.
Deadshot.
Yeah,
Show
like
me
show me you
Boomerang.
playing it for just a second. Like I just need to see how this plays because some of the gameplay looked really fun. Like I think Captain Boomerang, right? Is that the character?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
he was like
Captain
flying
Boomerang.
around. He had a jetpack and he was throwing stuff, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
so
That looks really fun.
his like ability in like comics and stuff is he can teleport to his boomerang.
Oh, that's a thing. I
Um,
didn't even know
yeah,
that.
so that yeah, they don't do in the movie. So he can throw and teleport it to it. So I don't think he might not be able to fly. The flying one definitely is going to be Deadshot. He definitely has
Was
a
he who
jetpack.
was
He
flying?
was the one
Someone was
shooting.
flying. Okay,
He was
yeah.
the one shooting the gun.
Okay.
And then I assume Killer Shark or King Shark is going to be like jumping around like Hulk and stuff.
Yeah, it seems more like your brute character.
I already know who I'm playing. So
Harley
I
Quinn.
just
Do you think
yeah.
it's you just play as one character, or do we think we're switching between them like during the course of the game, or I don't know. I know co-op's a focus of this game, so I wonder if it is just one character and then someone else plays as another
Yeah,
one.
I think that this and Gotham Knights are going to be very Borderlands like,
Yeah,
where you can go and pick a different character, but like Borderlands kind of locks you out. Like you pick a character and you're kind of stuck with that in terms of
sure.
the story. This you might be able to go back and forth, but you're probably locked with one. And if you really want to play another, you can. Um,
Interesting. Better choose wisely then.
no, I don't think they would lock you out of the whole game, but it's probably like, oh, I'm playing Captain Boomerang. I have all my abilities, and then you might have to like re-pick your abilities for King Shark or something. Um,
Yeah, gameplay looked very fun. I think they're nailing the sense of humor pretty well. I think they're kind of capturing that
That
what
dark.
Suicide Squad is. Yeah, with that. And definitely need to see a good chunk of gameplay and like someone actually playing it before I'm like completely
It did that
sold. But
with Gotham Knights already. Like,
yeah, I
give me
know
that
we
with
we
this
got
game.
such a long gameplay trailer at Gotham Knights, and like, it's funny because they haven't showed anything since then. And
Yeah,
but yeah, we do need that with this game. I agree.
yeah.
Still due for next year, so I think we're
I
gonna
mean,
big year for
yeah.
DC next year. DC games
Yeah,
in particular.
WB.
Yeah,
I mean, they got two
yeah, that
games,
the
and
Harry
then they got
Potter
Harry
thing, right?
Potter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good
So
point.
WB, like, they haven't had much recently. So, oh, and uh, the Lego game, Lego Star Wars.
Oh, you're
So
right. You're
technically,
right.
they have
Yeah,
4 games. Like
yeah.
that, WB's gonna have a good year next year.
And then if Wonder Woman comes out in 2023, WB gonna be on fire pretty soon.
Yeah, maybe even NetherRealms too.
Yeah.
Soon. I would hopefully soon
Oh
to
yeah,
see
that should be
NetherRealms.
soon. Yeah, you're right.
Then the next we saw Forspoken,
Oh yeah, got a
which
release date for that.
got a release date, which I forget. Was it May?
May 24th.
May 24th. Okay.
Let
Which
me
I think is
just
actually a
make
very good
sure
release
with
date for
that.
them.
Uh,
This honestly was probably my least favorite trailer for this game.
yeah, May 24th,
Um,
2022.
May 24th.
Yep.
Again, great release date. My least favorite trailer, I think, from them. Like, I don't. The more I see of this game, honestly, the less I like the game, how it looks. I think like movement and traversal seems very fun. I think like the world design seems very cool. Um, I don't know what the story is going to be. I have no idea. It has good writers, but like I have no. It seems like it's a hodgepodge of things.
Yeah, every time I see gameplay for this, I'm amazed. And like the combat looks so fun, traversal looks so fun. I'm sold on that stuff. Like I love the frenetic, fast pace, running around, wall running, stuff like that. You guys know I love that type of shit. The story, I cannot tell if this sounds like the stupidest thing ever or if it's gonna be really cool. You know, I think it's unique for video games. It reminds me of like a Narnia type thing. You know, teenager
Yeah,
getting sent into a different world. You know, like a child book type thing, which we don't get a lot of in video games if you think about it. You know, we don't get a lot of those type of things. So I think it will be unique from that standpoint. I don't know if the story's gonna come together, but I can't wait to actually play it because combat looks very fun.
I hope it does. It's got a really like high level of writers in
It
this game.
does. I don't know how much Amy Henning's involved. And then I know we all love Gary Whitta and stuff like that. You gotta remember this dude also wrote After Earth, which was very bad. So it's not like he's knocked it out of the park every time he's gone up to bat. So we'll see with the story here. Again, the game looks absolutely beautiful though. I think it's got some high quality actors. So I think it's gonna be the performances will actually be very well done. And then
Yeah.
gameplay does look very fun, so hopefully when you're actually playing it, it is very fun.
Which this is Luminous Studios. I think that's their name, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Luminous Productions, not
yeah,
studios. Luminous Productions. They did Final Fantasy 15,
yeah. A
which
lot
with
of work
the
on
best part
FF15.
the best part of 15 was their gameplay.
Hmm.
So,
I agree.
uh like I actually really like 15. I know
I do too.
it's a mixed bag. I think the story really hits hard in the beginning and the end. It's kind of very blurry in the middle there, but
It was very messy.
yeah. So like this team, I think giving a full budget and good writers, I think that this
Had
game
a lot
has
of time
potential.
too, right?
Yeah, a lot of time, has a lot of potential. So very excited.
Yeah, May 24th. Good date. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna play this no matter what, just because I think the gameplay looks so fun. I'm not. I'm with you on the story. I'm just not confident in it.
We'll see. We'll see. We got the Warhammer Space Marines 2. Just a shout out for that. That game was 10 years in the making. I know people really like that first.
Is this the first
Um,
person one?
this was that Warhammer game. It was like you saw
Aren't they making
the
a first
Marines.
person Warhammer?
They
Am I
are, but it's
imagining
not
that?
this game.
It's
That
not
one's a
this. Okay.
co-op game. I
Okay.
think this might not be co-op, but I'm not too sure. I don't know anything about that Space Marines first game. I just want to shout it out. I
Sure.
know Space Marines, that first game was very popular. Then we got a really cool trailer, I thought, for Dune Spice Wars. It was like the Dune in the hand. The whole like world was in this guy's hand. It was like sand falling and stuff.
Oh yeah, I do remember this.
So this is a Dune 4X game. So it's going to be more like a Civ style game. Very exciting for those fans because I know that Dune has a history in that genre. It was like one of the first real time strategy games
Oh, okay,
back in the
that's cool.
day. So
I fell asleep during that movie and I never finished it. So
The new one?
Yeah, that new
It's
movie.
very good.
Is it? You really
I
liked it? Yeah.
love that movie.
Yeah, I
It's
liked like what I was watching. I don't know. I just fell asleep. I
it's
never picked
very
it
good.
back up. Yeah.
Very, very good. So yeah, then we got more Tiny Tina Wonderland. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Very excited. Me and Sloan are going to play this whole game. So
Yeah, you're excited for
very
this?
excited.
That's
Oh
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, me and him play every Borderlands game
Cool.
co-op. So very excited. We still do not know what these characters are and do yet, which kind of frustrates me a little bit. I want to know, like, give me I want that breakdown of the character abilities and the different trees and stuff. Like, I just need that for Borderlands. So
Cool.
give that to me.
Yeah, that's all you. One of those franchises I don't care about. So
Yeah. Shout out to Ashley Birch. What a lovely person.
love her. Go Chloe.
And then we got that weird. Yeah,
Big year for
Chloe.
her next year, huh? She's doing this.
Chloe and
Aloy,
yeah.
right? Yeah, right away too, huh?
We got the Doke V like K-pop trailer.
This was weird. This is the
Didn't
point
need
where
it.
I was like, "What's going on?"
You're talking about scaring me. This was the scariest thing in this whole thing. That's this trailer. What else did we get? A bunch of this part. Once we get to this section, I think
you could tell it went down here, huh, people?
Yeah,
like...
this is. Shout out to the Among Us VR thing.
Yeah, Among Us also just came out on consoles, I know. So,
and then the next big thing for me was we got a way bigger trailer for Playtile Requiem.
Yeah, this trailer looked really good for it.
It looked very good.
Yeah.
We see that Amicia has a crossbow. I think we might have got a hint that she had one in that first teaser. But so I guess Amicia is maybe more action focused now. Maybe that has something to do with the story because she doesn't really fight much in that first game.
Sure.
She's
I only got like probably 3 hours into this game, so I don't know names and stuff. But
Amicia is the main character, and
okay,
then Hugo is her brother.
Okay, sure.
Hugo is her little brother. So I'm wondering if maybe my question is like, maybe we're playing as both for this game. Like, I wonder if they're going to keep that same.
You never play as the little brother in the first one?
You do not. You only play as Amicia. So I'm wondering if maybe Amicia will be more action focused, and then maybe Hugo could be like the more typical like original Plague Tale vibe. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm curious to see gameplay for it because I wasn't enjoying the combat from what I played in the first one. I know it's not really.
It's more of a stealth game.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe that's why I wasn't into it. I just don't have the patience for stealth. But also, I'm terrified of rats, which did not help in that game. It just did not help in that game. I legitimately hate fucking rats. Playing this game, started with the rats, and I was like, okay, I'm fucking out.
Yeah. Very excited.
I'm gonna have to play through the first one before this one comes out because it did look very good.
Do you know if that game has a release date?
No, it does not.
Is it next year? Do we know?
I don't think even a year has been put on that one. I can make sure for you.
I would like to know. Then we got. I guess I want to give a shout out to that Star Trek Resurgence game.
This is the one being made by former Telltale employees.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is interesting that both the new Telltale game and this got announced on the same show.
Which, I guess now that you're kind of making me think about it, why is the Expanse the first game that they're making? Isn't it supposed to be Wolf Among Us?
Yeah, I don't know. Wolf Among Us is out there.
Wasn't that when they came back? That was their first announcement. Like, hey, this is what we're making.
Yeah. I don't know. It's very odd what's going on there. I also don't like that they jumped right back into TV stuff with like I was kind of hoping they'd stick with
Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, it's one everyone wants to see. So.
But the Star Trek game, we need more Star Trek video games. Like, I'm way more Star Wars fan, but I love Star Trek as well. I think that world is so cool. It's very more diplomatic and political, and I think you could do a lot of cool games and narrative games. This game didn't look great to me, but I hope it's good.
Yeah, graphically, it just didn't look good, right? But Star Trek also one of those, much like Wonder Woman, one of those franchises I just don't know enough about. I just haven't seen anything.
I don't know as much as I want.
Yeah, only thing I've seen of Star Trek was that the 2009 movie, and then whatever the sequel to that was. Yeah, I saw that one. The first one was good. The sequel I didn't, and then I never watched the third one either. So
I didn't watch the third one either.
Yeah, so I know very little about Star Trek, but I'll be curious to see what this actually turns out to be.
Yeah. Then we got a really cool trailer, probably my favorite trailer for Dying Light 2, Stay Human.
This was
probably my favorite trailer that they've done, actually. It definitely harkened back to the original Dead Island trailer a little bit. They played a lot with like reversing the time and stuff, and seeing the dad fall out the window and stuff, and then seeing his daughter in his eye, and they definitely were trying to harken back to that. I really like the trailer. Probably won't play the game, just not really my vibe. I didn't really I played Dying Light 1 and I thought it was fun, but didn't really draw me.
I really want to play this game, but that release date's hard. February 8th, it's like a week before Horizon, 2 weeks before Elden Ring or whatever, 3 weeks before that, and then Sifu comes out the same day. Also, Ali Ali World comes out that same day, so it's just like February's a busy time, man, and it's gonna be hard for me to put another open world game in the middle of all that.
Maybe later in the year, maybe in the summer.
Yeah, March isn't entirely filled out for me, so maybe I'll pick it up then.
Yeah, kind of spread them out.
Yeah.
Then we got that Crossfire X. I don't know if you want to talk about that. The Crossfire X trailer.
Yeah, nothing really stuck out for me from this trailer. I thought there was powers and stuff going into this game, or it just looks more like your traditional shooter now from this trailer. So I kind of lost interest after that.
Yeah, it seemed a little generic. I
was hoping we get like some Remedy type powers in a first person setting with great shooting. Like that sounds cool to me, but this looks very much like a generic shooter.
Wondering if most of the Remedy story is this kind of, we got like 10 guys to write it. And they're using the name. I'm not too sure. I hope it's not. I hope that there is some cool story there. I'd like it to be.
Coming to Game Pass day one, right?
I don't know. I think it's first on Xbox, but I don't know if it's Game Pass.
Oh, okay. Hopefully it's Game
I'm not
Pass
sure.
day one,
I think the multiplayer is free to play.
Then I'll check it out. Yeah. That got a release date though, February something, so.
I don't remember seeing it. The multiplayer is free to play for sure, and then you have to pay for the single player, but I don't know any more than that. It might be on Game Pass. Not sure.
Release date is February 10th.
Okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
And then what else? What else we got here? I guess the Halo TV series was really the next big thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
We got the actual official teaser for the show, Paramount, coming out sometime next year. I don't think there's an exact date yet.
Yeah, a bit too short of a trailer, so we get more of like a story setup in this, but cool look nonetheless.
Kind of flashes of stuff. We saw Halsey, we saw Chief, and I think those were really the only characters we saw, right? Of note.
The only notable ones, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm wondering how they're going to do this story.
Chief looks cool though. The armor looks great, so
yeah.
At least they nailed that.
I'm wondering, where the story is. Yeah, I do want to shout that out. Yeah, his armor did not. It didn't seem like they were going cheap on his armor, which makes sense because you don't really.
Right?
He is the armor. Chief is the armor.
Right.
And I know Pablo Schreiber. People know what he looks like. I do not want to see Pablo Schreiber's face. We do not see Chief's face.
That's who's playing him?
Better not. Pablo Schreiber, yeah.
Is he like a well-known actor?
The only thing I know him in, he might have been in something else too, but he was in Orange Is the New Black. He plays.
Okay, yeah.
He plays Pornstache. Yeah.
Sure.
He plays the one of the big guards in that show, for at least for most of it. And he was very good in that. I liked him. He's a very charismatic actor. Which is very, very weird for Chief, because if you know anything about Steve Downes and his acting, he plays it very stoic and very straightforward. So I'm very curious in his performance, but I do not want to see Pablo Schreiber's face. I don't.
Yeah, no, you can't show, especially in the first season, you can't show Chief's face.
I mean, we get one shot of his eyes in I think Halo 4,
yeah,
right?
Like the post credits of Halo 4.
Yeah. And you don't even see his face. Like, I don't want to see, like, that is the most I ever want to see of his face. You don't need to. There's no point. Like, Chief is not, like, you're not supposed to see Chief. Like, it's just not. You're not.
I want to see him butt-ass naked at some point. That's all I need. Give me some Chief ass.
I wanted to see, what I was hoping to see was my girl, Jen Taylor. They did not show Jen Taylor.
She's playing Cortana too in this?
She is Cortana.
That's cool.
And
That's
cool.
I
love that they got Jen Taylor again.
I would have liked to see some aliens, like see what they look like.
See the Covenant, yeah.
Yeah. See how well those, because Chief looked great.
I agree.
How did the elites look and stuff like that too?
Yeah, they better be throwing money because they need a lot of.
Yeah, because that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard to do in a TV show for sure.
Yeah. Shout out to Jen Taylor. I'll spoil them in Halo Infinite. My favorite part of that whole game. She's always been my favorite part too. I'm
She
gonna be
comes
honest.
back, you little bastard. No, I'm kidding.
She plays like 3 characters in Halo Infinite.
Does she play the weapon?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Cool.
that's her. She plays the weapon, Halsey, and Cortana.
I didn't realize
She
played
plays
the weapon.
she
as well.
plays all 3 in the entire franchise.
That's cool.
She's always, yeah. What else? What else? We got the really funny start where we get I forget his name, little pot boy coming out.
Oh
Little
yeah, the little
little
Elden Ring
puppet
guy.
pot boy.
Whatever is going on there.
He had like the little letter, and he hands it to Jeff, and then Jeff kind of opens it, and
Star of the show here.
yeah, star of the show, Pot Boy,
Pop boy.
or whatever his name is, Alexander, I think, or something. And
Weird.
then we get a really cool, honestly, another probably one of my favorite trailers for Elden Ring, being narrated the entire time. I thought was very cool. It sounded, maybe you would know, this sounded like Maisie Williams. Do we know, is Maisie Williams in this game?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm gonna look this up.
It's like George R. Martin got on the phone. He was like, "Hey, Maisie, we need you."
Like that like one of the characters. Maybe she's playing. I'm gonna look.
Yeah,
it up.
maybe she's voicing a character there. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, that's cool and all. That wouldn't get me like overly excited about anything.
I like Maisie Williams.
Yeah, but there's the characters in these games are like, have so little dialogue. I guess there'll be more in this, but like, yeah, I don't know. That wouldn't get me like too hype. Yeah,
Okay,
Elden Ring
IMDb
got a
does
cool
not
CG
have-
trailer. It seemed like it was continuing on from the first trailer we got from like the very first one, if you remember that, a while
Yes.
back. Yeah.
Yes.
So cool little CG trailer. I imagine this is the opening. They always do a big opening cutscene in these games, in the Souls games. There's like that. It plays in the main menu like before you even press start or whatever.
'Cause I
So
was
I wonder if
even
that's
asking
what this
you.
was.
Yeah, because I was even asking you, like, are we the hot redheaded girl? Is that us? And then because it seems like we're fighting the the big bad probably, and we lose or something. That's like the opening cutscene. Is that what you
I
think?
guess. I don't know.
And then we lose.
I don't think anyone understands the lore of these games or what's
Okay.
going on.
Because like
They
that,
keep it
because
as a guess.
the hot redheaded is the statue, right? So is that is that us? I'm confused.
Who knows? Who knows? George R. R. Martin wrote this. No one knows what's going on.
Well, he wrote the
wrote the
lore
lore.
Bible.
Whatever.
Yeah. And then Miyazaki wrote it within, which I honestly is your best use of him. Because Martin, people can say whatever they want. His lore is awesome. It gets
Definitely.
muddy within stories. So if you get a good Miyazaki story within a cool Martin world, that's what you want. And then they wheeled off Pop Boy.
Get the fuck out of here, Pop Boy.
And then we got to because
I think there was a guy in there. Little guy in the little pop.
No, it
was
might have
just
just
a
been a
robot?
puppet.
A
Puppet
little-
above the stage is what I assume.
Oh, there's strings on it. That'd be cool.
We got Jeff teased this game, I think the day before or 2 days before, the Embark Studios game, which is I forget where that guy came from. Maybe
Which
you
one
would
was
know.
this?
Is the game was Arc Raiders by Embark
Oh, okay.
Studios. This
Yeah.
was like the last game that they showed off, which I think looked really fun. It had that cool Poppy trailer,
Yeah.
Poppy song. It kind of reminded me of Destiny a little, with like maybe some Anthem there. There was a lot of players in it, so I'm not too sure if we know much more. Seems very live servicey, which seems a little late to the game if you're asking me.
Definitely at this point.
Yeah, and I heard that it might be free to play, which is even worse. I do not want to
Oof.
hear that.
Oof.
That's not a good look.
Turning off Daniel here with these words.
Yeah.
Eh.
But to be fair, the game looked awesome. I think that trailer was you saw gameplay. I think it looked great. I hope it's good.
Me too.
And then the last thing we got was the Keanu and Carrie-Anne Moss coming out,
Ah, yes.
which Jeff, stop ending with like movie stuff.
Yeah,
Last
I wonder
year
if
or
that's-
2 years ago was
I mean,
the,
he must be getting paid for that, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago was the Fast and Furious thing, or
Yeah.
something like that. Like we don't need that. So they had like a trailer for the film, and then they showed off the Matrix Awakens demo thing. For
I didn't play
Unreal
it
Engine
yet,
5.
yeah.
I did. Yeah,
Did
I
you?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
guess I
people are
could just
saying it looks beautiful, but yeah.
You just want me to talk about it here
Yeah,
instead of
yeah.
what I'm playing? Sure. I'll just talk about it here. Yeah, so there's like a 10 to 15 minute like demo part where it has like a mix of you're getting like cinematics, and then there's like a little part you play that's like on rails shooting and stuff. There is definitely a shot of Keanu. 100%, I saw Keanu there, and then most of it was like CG. I don't know if there was a shot of Carrie Ann Moss there. It seemed like most of her stuff was just the CG.
Okay.
But it looked great. Like I think they were trying to show like they put normal Keanu there like a couple times just to show you like how close it could be. It looks great. This is just the start of Unreal Engine 5. I know that the Coalition had worked on this a little bit with Epic,
Oh, did
which
they
is
really?
actually very
That's
impressive.
cool.
We know that they've been working. Their next game is an Unreal Engine 5,
Yeah.
and they've been working on it. So they probably are maybe at this point the most in the know with that engine right now, I would assume.
Yeah, sure, right. Have we gotten a game that's actually released on that engine yet?
I don't think
Besides
so.
this, no.
We know that people are working on it, but maybe
Wait for it to start, right? You gotta
I
imagine
know.
Gear 6 is the next game that'll be with that. So
Either
gotta be cool.
that, Hellblade 2, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
So yeah, there's that on rail section, and then you get to an open world kind of GTA thing, but it's more of like a walk around. You can kind of walk
Sure.
around. There's like a
I think I
button
saw
where you can just
screenshots of this part. Yeah.
yeah, that's probably where most people are taking screenshots, and then you can like hit the I think it's the right trigger, and you could like pop out to like a flying camera and just fly around the city, and
Oh,
you
that's
can like
cool.
mess with settings. You can mess and you can turn the light day and night cycle on and off. You can um, mess with a bunch of different little settings and stuff. You could fly around, look in windows and stuff like that. It's very impressive.
Cool. I'm gonna have to check out this demo.
You should. It's not very long.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta download it. I didn't check it out.
And that was the 3.5 hour Game Awards.
Fuck the Oscars.
Yeah, Joseph. Shout out to Joseph Fares.
Very happy. Once they read that, I was just like, give him the mic. Give him the fucking mic.
Give him the
That's all
mic.
I wanted.
Shout out to Joseph Fares. Deserves it.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. All right, cool. Well, yeah, that was Game Awards. We look forward to next year's Game Awards.
Make it
less
shorter,
ads.
Jeff. More
Yeah.
awards. Make it shorter.
We also got some other news then, Daniel. Continuing
Yeah.
on here, PlayStation is introducing faceplates for the PS5 and new DualSense controllers. Got some new colors there, both releasing in January. I think January 15th was the exact date.
I didn't see the date. I knew it was January, but I did not see the exact date.
Yeah, new controllers are new colors at least are neon pink, some type of blue, and then purple.
Yeah, they're going after us. They're targeting.
Yeah, they are.
Us.
They're taking our colors here.
They're targeting.
I noticed that too. I was like,
our
wow,
color
you
scheme.
bastards.
It's like they want me to buy all 3 DualSenses, don't they? not right away, I say. Not right away.
Are you
I might
into
get
any
'em.
of these though?
The DualSenses, I'm not buying faceplates to pop on and off.
No,
You lost
I mean,
me
as far as
when-
the faceplates, I've never been into shit like that.
If I could have bought that blue one initially, you would have got me. But
Sure.
I'm not, or the black one or whatever. Like you lost me already. I'm
Yeah.
not doing that.
No.
Unless there's like a cool Spider-Man one, or I don't know, something like that.
I
Like
wouldn't even buy that. Like,
maybe
faceplates
it's
just
like-
seems so cheap to me.
I know,
Like, I'm
I
just
don't
like,
wanna
I don't know
pop
why
this-
I'd put this shit on my console, anyways.
me too. It's very odd. Very odd.
Yeah,
I'm more interested in the controllers, to be honest.
me too. I like the purple one. I might pick that one up, but
I mean,
I
I want
one
the
I'm not really
3.
feeling. And
I want the 3.
you want all 3
They're
of
the
them?
God colors.
Yeah,
but
they are
I don't.
cool.
I'm not.
They are cool.
I'm
The
not
pink's
gonna buy
cool.
them right away. So, but speaking of controllers, I got to show.
Oh, you got it, man. That thing's badass. Woo,
Baby,
that's a sexy controller. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I like the 117 written on there.
Yeah, it's got 117 right there.
That's
Master
cool.
Chief,
That's cool.
John Sierra 117. Yeah, you can pop the joysticks off. Obviously, the normal pop off stuff.
That might be
magnet, all
useful because I actually do have a problem with the analog sticks on Xbox. I feel like the thumb part is too small. Like I feel like it's just a little bit too small, and like maybe I'd pop them off on the Elite controller and put the bigger.
What do you
ones
got?
on.
You got some old fat thumbs?
I got some big old thumbs, bro.
Oh, well, I got some old fat thumbs. Yeah, they have replaceable ones. I'd have to look at what they are. The original one I think had like slightly longer ones. So maybe that would be something for you.
Sure.
Yeah, I finally got it.
That's
Thanks.
awesome.
Thank you to Sims. I doubt he's listening at this part of the show, but thank you to Sims. I know he's not here.
Yeah, badass.
He helped me. He helped me get it. So yeah, I would like to get the other ones, but I already bought that red one. The what do they call it? The whatever
Crimson red,
red.
whatever.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. I bought that, and it's like now they gave me the 3 colors I really want. And it's like, all right, you
See,
really want me
black
to
was
get?
the one I really wanted, and they already gave me that, so I'm kind of just like,
Yeah,
okay, well, I'm pretty good, pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Hot
I kind
pink
of
is
like
really good.
more like special game type controllers, you know, like they had the God of War one when that game came out. I was like, oh, I really want that, or what. I remember I
That
bought a
Spider-Man one.
yeah, the Spider-Man one. I remember I bought a cool Advanced Warfare one for Xbox a long time ago. Whenever that game came out, that was like one of my favorite controllers. So I'm more for like game type controllers,
Hmm.
game themed. Anyways, next up, Nintendo held their final Indie World showcase for the year. Did you get a
Hmm.
chance to watch this, Daniel?
I did. I did. It was a fine event. Very short. I think it was like 20 minutes, something like that, maybe a little less.
Yeah.
Uh, the one highlight for me, I don't know if you saw it. The one highlight for me was we saw a bigger trailer for Sea of Stars, which is easily now up there for like highly anticipated
This is
game.
the top-down turn-based game, right?
Yes, it's kind of Chrono Trigger esque. It's made by the I forget the name of the dev, but they made The Messenger. That was their last game, which I wasn't crazy about The Messenger. It didn't really click with me, but like this game is beautiful. Go look at if anyone go out and look at that trailer for Sea of Stars. The pixel art is unreal.
Sabotage Studios, their name.
Sabotage,
Yeah.
and they actually got the composer of Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, and the Xeno series to compose this game, which is unreal. It already looks like Chrono Trigger. Like the music's going to be out of this world. I'm very excited for this game. It's
Cool.
coming out, I think, towards the end of next year. Like I think they said holiday.
Yeah, highlight for me was that Ali Ali World release date being February 8th. I'm looking forward to that game. I like the first Ali Ali
Did you
game.
play the second one?
No, I never played the second one. The first one was free on like probably PS Plus or something like that, so
Mm.
I played through that. But yeah, I never touched the second one. This one looks
This
really
game
cool though.
looks super cool.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too. Can't wait to check it out. February 8th. Good date for it.
Hmm.
What else happened here? Chicory got a nut for
It's on
Switch.
Switch version. Yeah,
Oh, it came
that's
out
awesome.
today, so yeah, came out already there. You can go pick
Oh,
that up there.
nice.
Yeah. Don't Starve Together
Yep, getting a Switch
was
release,
the
right?
final
Yep.
thing. Yeah, getting a Switch release. Anything else stick out to you?
There was a couple of little games there.
River City
That
Girls 2.
River
You
City
enjoy
Girls
that?
2, yeah. The first one sadly didn't completely click with me. I think there was just some weird things with just how the game was, but I really like that the vibe of that game and the music. Um, I'm curious about the sequel. There was that Omari game, which is I know very popular on PC, getting a Switch port.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was a nice little showcase.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Way to close out the year here.
yeah. I like that Nintendo does these because they just shout out indie games all the time. It's really
Sure.
great.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a lot of these indie world showcases over the year. Like we probably have what, at least 4 this year, right?
Minimum, yeah.
Yeah.
Or 4 or 5, yeah.
And then our last news story, Ubisoft has officially announced a Splinter Cell remake with Ubisoft Toronto heading development. Bum, bum,
Yeah.
bum. Here it is, Daniel. People got it.
Finally,
Got
right?
your new
It's
Splinter Cell.
something with Sam Fisher that's not him in Rainbow Six Siege or Ghost Recon. Or the mobile game. He's actually in his own game again.
This trailer should just have been like, oh yeah, he's the next DLC character in Far Cry.
Oh no, he's showing up in Assassin's Creed.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of this franchise. I don't like stealth too much. I don't have the patience for it. So this isn't necessarily up my alley, but I'll be curious to see what this remake looks like for sure.
Yeah, well, speaking of what it looks like, it's going to be in the Snowdrop engine, which is engine they're using for the Avatar game and the engine they're using for
Star
the
Wars
new
game,
Star
right?
Wars game. Yeah. But very interesting. They're staffing up. They said that they're sticking to the stealth routes, not going to like change it into more action. They're keeping what it is, so it's going to probably stick with its linear format, and be stealth.
Yeah, there's been a lot of rumors throughout this year of like an open world Splinter Cell game going on here. So
'Cause that's all they do, really.
yeah,
You know.
it doesn't necessarily seem like this will be that unless they just can go a completely different direction with the remake and keep like the base story of the first one. I don't know what you do there.
Yeah, and they better better get Michael Ironside to
Yeah,
stay. I know
you
people are
would need
very
him,
upset
right?
that he didn't do the last one they did. Um, unless they could just use the same audio and remaster his audio, use that same. I don't know if they could do that, but maybe that's a way to get around it. But they cannot replace him again.
Sure.
He needs to be Michael Ironside again.
Bit of a out of the blue announcement though with this. It was kind of just random. They
I think it
just
was
randomly
funny
posted
because I
this.
think they did it in the middle of the Nintendo Indie World Showcase.
I know. I woke up and I was just like, they announced a new Splinter Cell at the Indie World Showcase. That's weird.
It's like right in the middle of it.
What a weird place.
Yeah, they could have just waited until it was over. It was like a 20-minute thing.
Gotta take all Nintendo's shine there.
Of course they did.
Yeah, we were talking before the show. It does seem like one of those announcements where they just want to announce it so they could hire people to make it, Which is, a good way to go about hiring for video games, right? Like, someone sees this out there, a video game developer, they're like, oh, Ubisoft's making a new Splinter Cell game. I'd love to work on that. Let me apply. And it's like, okay, that's cool. At least that way you're getting developers that want to work on that franchise for it, right?
Definitely. And it's from the outlook, it seems like they really want to stick with the roots. And
Sure.
that's exactly what I want to hear. I do not want to hear. I get a lot of fatigue just seeing these Ubisoft games.
Yeah.
Like I want to play way more Assassin's Creed. I love that franchise, but I don't like the direction they've been going with it.
Yeah, me neither. I would like to say I love that franchise, but I feel like I can't really say that anymore.
I mean, I love like a handful of those games. So
I
I
like
would
the
say,
old ones.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what this game could even be. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see something next year. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems
Maybe
far out.
Ubisoft Forward, whatever, 2022 thing.
Sure. They
Maybe.
like doing those now.
They do.
And that'll do it for news this week, Daniel.
Yeah,
Heavy
a lot
week.
of news.
I gotta imagine we're calming down now. I gotta imagine.
Stand down. Games
we're,
industry.
We're done. All right, we're done for the year. Everyone, shut
the
up.
holidays.
Like, we're good.
Down.
We're good. We've been on a stretch of really good news lately. I'm not complaining, but like,
no.
Damn, fucking settle down, games. We will now get into what we have been playing. Daniel, we'll just talk about Halo.
Yeah, that's really all I've been playing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we've both been playing the Halo campaign, Halo Infinite. You beat
Halo
it, right?
Infinite. I have beaten the campaign. Yes, I have.
I am taking my time with it and very much enjoying myself. So
take your time. I mean, that's what I did. Like Sloan was.
Yeah.
Was like,
I figured last game of the year, and there's nothing coming out till the next Pokemon game, and then the January. That's like the next big game on the horizon. So I got plenty of time here.
We got just catch up maybe with some stuff before like our awards. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I just got to do that and then, obviously beat this campaign. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it thus far. I did not think the open worlds... It's not that I didn't think open world would work in Halo. It's just that you're always so hesitant nowadays to like, oh, let's make this genre open world now, right? Because everything seems to be open world. And it's like, okay, now we're getting a Halo open world. How's that going to work? And it works out really fucking well. It's so fun.
Yes. And I think the reason that it works because like it's not everything you're doing is like the most unique thing ever, but what makes it work so much for Halo is they always say Halo is like the 30 seconds of gameplay, right? Halo just feels so good to play all the time. It is that Halo gameplay, and it is the dynamic dance that I always call it a dance because it is. Halo is just such a dance. You're always moving, you're always picking up a weapon, and now it's even more so with the equipment. Trying to like bounce around with equipment or grapple somewhere, throw those fusion coils everywhere because I grab them.
Love them.
I'm always.
You have to. There's just a bigger explosion area with those than there is a grenade.
Yeah, and you could throw them way farther than a grenade. I could whip those things across like the whole base.
Throw across the whole fucking open world. Kill someone on the other side. Yeah, you touched on something very interesting there, though. Is that like it's not unique from like the objective standpoint of like what you're actually going around and doing, but it becomes unique because it's Halo, right? And that's where you get a lot of the different type of open world, and like just a lot of different things you can play with because of the Halo game. The physics are great, and the physics have always been great in Halo, but it comes across better in that open world, especially with that grappling hook and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You just there was a point during the game where I realized you could just traverse anything you wanted with that grappling hook. You know, you could climb up the side of a fucking mountain with that grappling
Yeah, climb
hook.
a mountain.
Yeah.
Just keep hooking
There's
up.
a part early on in the game where there's this giant tower that you go to, and like obviously you got to fight people there. But I scaled that whole fucking tower, you know, just with the grappling hook, and there was a skull up there, and it was so fucking cool.
That was the skull that Sloan told me about. That was the only one I found.
Yeah, I told him about that.
Oh, he said, "Ow, I need to tell him that." I thought he figured it out.
No, he did not. He's lying to you.
He said he found that skull.
It's funny because like I didn't hear anyone's thoughts on this game but Sloan till now.
So okay.
Like, yeah. But yeah, really enjoying the open world structure. I think I just got to touch on that grappling hook again because that thing's fucking awesome in this open world. It is so fun to traverse in this game with that grappling hook.
Even like movement, all I would do is grapple to the ground, fly towards it, jump as soon as you hit. Then you kind of have a little momentum, and then I jump one more time, and then I'm already have it again, and then I keep doing that, just moving myself. So I'm like whipping myself forward, and
it's so much fun to the point where like they'll give you the option of like, hey, do you want to fly over to your next objective or take a warthog? I'm like, fuck no, I got this grappling hook. We're going places with this. I don't care.
I have two complaints, I think, with how it plays.
Sure.
They're kind of minor. The first one I think is the most minor. I think you take way too much damage. I just felt like not even in a difficult way. I just felt like my health was just melting all the time.
Yeah, your shields go down really quick. I haven't upgraded all the way, but yeah, you do go down like really quick.
Yeah, I have not played
surrounded.
Yeah, I know, and I haven't played other Halos in a while, but like, I don't think the shield has ever. Unless you're playing Legendary, I don't think the shield has ever just disappeared this quickly. It just feels like I'm taking a little bit too much damage too fast.
I want to touch on that for a second because, I'm with you. I don't think the game's like too difficult, but I think you can make it very difficult because, like, when you go to a base, they'll kind of like structure it so there's different enemies in like each corner. But you can end up combining the enemies. If you walk over to the other section, they'll kind of become one giant group. So you almost make the game harder the more you spread yourself out, which I feel like I'm constantly doing with the grappling hook to like, all of a sudden, if there's like 4 different enemy groups, each in one corner, I got all 4 of them on me in the middle all of a sudden. And I'm just
and then they'll drop more enemies.
Oh, yeah. And then you get those flying grunts with the stickies and stuff like that. It's very fun, but still, it does get very hard. Yeah, it'll get super chaotic if you let it.
Yeah. And then my other like critique, I don't know how you could fix this, but my other critique is switching to the other equipment is too many buttons. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with grenades, and it got to the point when I just kind of gave up on the other ones. I leveled them all up, all the pieces of equipment up, and then I was like, I'm only keeping the grappling hook. Yeah. So
I think that's the conclusion everyone's come to.
It got to like 1/3 of the way through the game, so pretty quick in the game. I was like, only grappling hook, like. It needs to be a button and you could switch it.
Yeah.
Like not constantly holding this D-pad and then moving it. It's too many buttons.
It gets really annoying with the grenades, especially, I find.
They do with the grenades
to the point where I'm just throwing through grenades just to get to the one I wanted, you know?
Yes, me too. That's exactly what I was doing.
It's like, oh, I really want a sticky right now. Let me throw my 2 frags and then I'll get the sticky, you know?
Or I forget what they call it. The disruptor grenade, maybe? The one that does like vehicles. One? Yeah, where I need to disable this.
Like that grenade though too.
It's a good grenade. Yeah, I need to disable these vehicles. So there's like a ghost on me. Throw that. Try to disable it. But yeah, I got to throw these other ones. So those are like my only major complaints gameplay wise.
Yeah.
But it just feels so fun to play.
Yeah. I really like all the stuff you can find around the open world. I think that's actually done pretty well. The world kind of feels open, but if you look, or not open, it kind of feels a little empty. But like if you look in different corners and stuff, there's stuff everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you can find random Spartan codes laying around. The random audio logs, which I love the audio logs. I think you get a lot of really good story from the audio logs. Just that, like, I'm pretty early still, especially compared to, I mean, you beat it, so. But I'm just not getting a whole lot of story right now.
Especially the Spartan ones.
Yeah, the Spartan ones are great. And then, you know, you get a lot of cool brute backstory and stuff like that. The banished backstory through the audio logs and stuff. I really like the audio logs, which I'm saying. I wish there was a little bit easier way to find them. You know, you got to be like really close to hear the beep going off and stuff. It's hard to find stuff in this game because it doesn't point out exactly. I wish you could like upgrade the scanner so it pops up on there too.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, you're guaranteed to get, I think there's 11 or 12 for the fobs. Mm-hmm. Every fob has one. So
Okay.
if you find every fob, there's a section there. You just get all those because they're on the base. So you're guaranteed those ones, and I think you're guaranteed a couple other ones. But yeah, the audio logs are great, and they also put collectibles for the multiplayer, so that kind of gives you a reason to play the
Really cool.
campaign.
Really, I
If
was
you're
really happy about that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not like the most crazy ones. They're kind of like banished skins and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay. I
But
haven't gone back and actually looked at them, but I was just happy to
yeah,
be getting stuff for the multiplayer through the campaign.
I got something for the Elite controller.
Oh, did you? You got like a cool
I I
outfit or
didn't
whatever?
I didn't put it on, but no, it's basic. It's a charm, and it's just a little Elite controller. That it's like this controller you put on your gun.
Oh,
So you know the
that's
charms
cool.
that just hang off. I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
have
yeah.
this hanging off my gun.
Really, that's badass.
Yeah, I should just do it just because I could say I have the controller.
Just to show off in that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still fairly early, so I won't really speak on the story yet too much. How'd you enjoy it though?
I think that the story is very front heavy, very back heavy, and
Okay.
I think there
So
is a
am I
certain
just kind of in that middle part where it kind of just dies down
yes,
until it picks up in the end? Okay, gotcha.
yes. There's like that opening that we kind of talked about last week.
Yeah.
It's very kind of front heavy. I won't spoil. So I mentioned there's like a part last time we talked. There's a part where there's like a sequence you're putting together.
Hmm.
Once you complete that sequence part and you go on from that mission there, everything is linear from that point for
Okay.
the most part.
Cool.
So that is like you're going now.
Interesting.
So I will warn you from there.
Okay. Yeah, because
So
I've kind of just been doing all the open world stuff. So my plan is once I have
are
time
you at that
over the.
sequence part?
No, I don't. I just turned off like these lasers that were they're
Oh
like making
yeah,
a cave with
the
lasers or
Pelican
whatever.
crash.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I just did that, so yeah, I don't. My plan is once I have time, I'll have a lot of time this weekend, so I'm just gonna sit down and plow through the story.
I'd say
Over
you're
the
about
weekend.
halfway now.
Okay, cool.
Except, and then however much open world stuff you've done.
I want to do all of it because I'm just having so much fun playing it, and like I've done everything you could in these first two areas so far.
Okay,
So,
yeah, keep that up. Keep that up. Like
yeah,
the only thing I didn't find was all of the multiplayer things. There was like a couple I couldn't find.
yeah.
I don't know
Well,
why.
those in the skulls. The skulls are hard to find.
Yeah, I only found one skull.
Yeah. A
I
lot of
did
cool
get all the
Easter
audio
eggs though.
logs.
There was that, like I was talking about that tower earlier. There was a really funny Craig Easter egg with that. It was like Craig's album or whatever, and it had like his
Yeah,
face on
yeah.
there. Yeah, and like different songs lifted off that were just like different memes of Craig and stuff like that. It
That's
was
so
cool.
funny.
Yeah,
They're
it was
leaning
funny.
into the Craig meme. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Love the
Um,
gameplay though thus far.
yes, I want to give a
so
shout
well
out.
in that open world setting.
It does. I want to give a shout out to Jen Taylor once again. She is my favorite part of this game. I think the weapon is the best part of this game.
Yeah, she's great.
The weapon and giving bouncing off of Chief because I actually really like Chief in this game as well. You'll see way more Chief, and they're dynamic later in the game and stuff.
Sure.
But I think that their dynamic is great. It is not the typical Cortana Chief relationship. She is 6 months old or whatever, so she is still very new to this. She was just expecting to be deleted, right? And that was it. Like she was doing her mission, gonna get deleted, and then Chief was like, "Nope, we're doing this thing," and he takes her on the mission with him. So
I wish we were
um,
getting more of the pilot, because at least where I am thus far, because like I was really enjoying his stuff in the beginning, just kind of being the guy that was like, you realize what we're doing is fucking crazy, right? Like we need to go, and Master Chief's just like, no, we're good. Keep doing it. I liked
yeah,
his position as that, and I'm not getting a whole lot of them now, so maybe it picks up more towards the end. But yeah, I was enjoying that.
yeah,
Pilot.
their dynamic is great.
Yeah,
Because like he's like, I'm trying to live, and then he talks to the weapon. He's like, you're just trying to die. Like your mission was just to be deleted.
yeah,
And I really like their dynamic, and I like Chief and his dynamic, and how he's kind of pulling Chief one way, and Chief is like, nope, we're going this way. Like we need it, like we are fighting for humanity here. If we let them do this on the ring, take the ring over, like what we're not going to have anything left. There's nothing left to go to if we don't do this. Yeah, and you will get more with the pilot, I will say. Like he is there, he's a character, so the pilot is a character.
I think the setting's really cool too. It does come across as like that Halo 1 style, but
Not
like
a cartographer, yeah.
yeah, exactly. But like it's very like mountainy, you know, which is so cool. And like at first I was like, why are there so many mountains in my way and stuff? But then you realize how much you can use that grappling hook, and you're like, oh, this is why, because it's fun as fuck. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like even seeing like the little bits of the actual halo through it. Those
Yeah.
like little like rectangular
The
like
part that got
things,
cut off too.
structures.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually see the structure like peeking
Yeah.
out sometimes, and like
It
I
is a
think
really cool aesthetic. Yeah.
structurally it looks very cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I wish there were a little more dynamic to like what you're looking at, but like if you think about it, like I think the world is supposed to be the perfect atmosphere, the perfect livable life throughout the whole ring. So I think it makes sense that it's not snowy or desert, or
Yeah, I
makes
do.
sense
We
that
wish we had a little bit more of that type of stuff. Maybe we get more towards the end, but Halo is pretty known for like snowy areas and desert and stuff like that.
it
So
is. I think for
jungle.
this ring in particular, it makes sense that it's not.
Yeah,
But um,
true. It'd been cool.
yeah,
It'd be cool to see in sequels if they continue with this open world structure. If they can do something like that, you know, add in a bunch of different type of areas and stuff like that. I also
yeah,
would have liked if they would have gone a little bit deeper with the soldiers you save and stuff like that. Like,
the
you could
different
have.
squads.
Yeah, you could have done like I mean, this would have been a lot of work, but like an MGS5 thing where like you send soldiers out and stuff like that too. Or
Oh
something like
yeah.
that. Yeah, because you are saving so many of them, and then like I feel like they'll just die or like
I mean,
you'll
there's
lose them
little, you get like a little story, like environmental stories with them of like,
when they're
there's one
talking
that
and
was like
stuff.
in a cave and they were like defending a
Yeah,
cave against banished, and like that's just a cool little story of like this little squad here that's like holding it out,
I feel so
against.
bad for these guys. I'm just like, you guys have been trapped on here for 6 months, just fighting for your fucking lives.
Yeah,
Brutes
and
are hunting you
you get
down.
you get like little like places around corners that are like, oh, there was a marine or something here that was just like trying to survive. Where is this person? Who knows? But they're like, I think that they do a good job of the environmental storytelling. Like there is a whole part of the I forget exactly where it is on the map, but it's all scorched. Like it looked like there was a huge battle. The trees are burnt.
Oh, I haven't
There's
seen
like no
this.
grass.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty big chunk. I think you're near it. Like the kind of Crash Pelican there, it's pretty like
It's probably
not
right by
just
me.
grassy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that there's some environmental storytelling there that you can kind of see. And I like
Yeah,
that.
and you get a lot of that through the audio logs too.
In
Yeah,
the
I'm
audio
very
logs.
impressed thus far, man. This game, it's very well polished. You know, I'm not having like frame rate issues or anything like that. It looks beautiful when you're just looking at landscapes and stuff. I got an achievement for getting to the highest point. I don't know if you got that one.
No, I knew there
You
was
didn't
one.
see
I
that
didn't
one?
try.
Yeah,
I didn't try.
the weapon even mentions it at some point, like, oh, that's the highest point in the Halo ring when you're near it. And I was like, oh, I'm climbing up there, lady. 5 minutes later and stuff there. I know I jumped from the top too. I love the no fall damage.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
just
awesome.
jumping off everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
we'll talk more
impressed
about the
thus far.
story next week.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will definitely beat it this weekend. So looking forward to that. Anything else you've been playing, Daniel?
No, but there's one more game that I am going to try to complete, hopefully, before our award show
Is it
that
the
I
Gunk?
bought. It is not the Gunk.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting to kind of look at more reviews for that, but I'm going to play Tales of Arise.
Are you really? Wow,
Yes,
interesting.
I'm
I was
going to play
hoping one
that.
of us would do this.
I'm going to play it. I know
Cool.
Sloan started it. I don't know how far he is, but
Did he?
I will play it. He likes the Tales
Gotta get
series.
Sloan on this show because I was
I've
talking to
told
him
him.
about games after our MMA show, Phil. Then I was like, "Oh wow, you actually know a lot about games. Why aren't you on our show?"
He doesn't always get to play as many, and sometimes he'll play it like later than we would or
Yeah,
something.
I know he's just playing Ratchet and Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, he just now got his PS5. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to play Tales and see how I like that game. Try to beat it. Well, we got like 2 weeks really
Yeah, got a
before
couple
our
weeks
awards, so
left, so.
I'm gonna try to do that before our award show. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. Play some more
I've been
multiplayer.
of Halo. See, I haven't touched the
Yeah.
multiplayer since the campaign.
Not
came
a
out.
lot, but they just added those individual playlists now. You have Slayer now. You have SWAT is back. They brought Fiesta as a selectable mode now.
Oh, okay. So
So
modes
you
are in. Cool.
Yeah, so it's a little more individual. I hope that they will add some more maps, maybe some extra modes soon. They need to kind of have a good pace and give us way more modes. Like we're used to so many modes in Halo.
Yeah, I
So,
wonder when the next season will start.
I think they said May
May, because that's when I'd
for season
imagine more
2.
maps would come, right?
No, they gotta do
Do
more.
it sooner. Yeah, I would hope
Yeah.
so too. Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing. I just been playing more Pokemon as well.
Oh,
Got pretty far in that. Finally got my team together. Full squad is here. We got all
like
6 of them.
Garchomp. Did you get to
Garchomp,
Garchomp
yeah,
yet, or
yeah.
are you still?
He's like his middle one.
Okay.
Hopefully I'm at a good part. Okay, I'm like in the middle of a battle, not a good part to show it. But yeah, who do I got? I got Fire Monkey. I got Electric Cat.
Infernape.
What's the electric cat? Luxray.
Luxray, yeah.
Yeah,
Luxray's
I got
cool.
him. Yeah, he's really cool. I got the weasel water one that shoots water out his ass.
Like Float Soul or something like that.
Yeah, he's all the way upgraded. I got an abominable snowman who's
Yeah,
grass and ice.
What's the name of that Pokemon?
Snowbird was the first one. I can't remember what he
it's like a bomb of snow or something.
Yeah, Mr. Mime. I just caught him because I'm like, hey, we need
I
a
don't like
clown
Mime.
on the group. You know what I mean?
He's
gonna be the one I replace with the legendary whenever I get that. Yeah. And then one more.
So you have Diamond, right?
Yeah, I have Diamond. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty far in the campaign part. I think I have 7 badges, so one more left, and then what you fight the Elite Four, whatever.
And then the champion.
And then the champion. Yeah. Beat it from there. I don't know what's going on in the story. There's at one point Team Galactic blew up a lake and there was a bunch of fish everywhere. I'm like, oh, what are you guys doing? like,
it's a normal Pokemon story.
What do you
it doesn't make
going
sense.
on here?
Just play it. Just play it for the idea of beating getting the badges, going to the Elite Four, beating the champion. That's
all I care about.
That's all you need.
I got way more into it once I had my whole team together because I was like, all right, now we're ready to go here. Let's go get these badges.
I'm gonna be the very best.
Yeah, exactly.
Turn that hat around.
I was thinking.
Yeah,
but into it nonetheless. It's okay. No.
How you like that chibi style still?
The art style?
Yeah, just the chibi section.
I don't mind it. I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. I mean, it's not like the prettiest looking game, but I don't hate it.
I don't like it personally, but
yeah, you gotta realize I've never played this gen, so it's this is a new game to me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting when Legends Arceus comes out next, because I really like playing these games when I'm like watching UFC or just having something on in the background as well, and it'll be really nice to finish this one and then just have another one ready to go.
Definitely. Is there anything you're gonna play before our awards stuff? Is there anything you're looking to catch up with other than Halo?
Not really. There's nothing like particular that's on my mind. Yeah, no, not too much.
You just dropped Death's Door at this point?
Yeah, pretty. I mean, I still have it downloaded, so it's there. Maybe I'll jump back into that.
Did you play any more since last week?
No. It's been all Halo or Pokemon for me.
That's fair.
Yeah. Plus Halo 2, I'm probably going to want to go through and get all the collectibles and stuff like that as well. I like doing that type of stuff. And
IGN's got a good guide.
Yeah, this is totally my type of game where I'll go for all the achievements or get the platinum or whatever. So this is totally the type of game.
Yeah, getting all the achievements is going to be hard because
I know that's hard because there's multiplayer ones.
There's multiplayer ones, and then the campaign ones. If you miss the skulls in the beginning of those linear missions, you're going to have to replay the game.
Replay the whole thing. Yeah.
So you might want to
wait for the select missions to come out or whatever. Or actually, I think this game will be very fun on co-op once that actually comes out. Like, it'll be really fun co-op.
That's where the legendary playthrough's coming in.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that as well because that'll be a good time. Like, I can guarantee that'll be fun.
We should do that. We should just commit to that.
I'll be down because
I get Sloan and we can find another 4th or something.
That'll be a fun time. I'm down for that.
Hopefully, it goes to 4. It should be.
Yeah, it should be 4. You can play as the random elites from Halo 3. Remember those?
Yeah.
Who were you guys,
She's just like, you come with me.
I can just remember playing as my friends and like fucking I would always be Arbiter because I would always be player 2. And then like the other 2 friends are a red and blue elite, and it's just like, where the fuck have you guys been,
It's just the Arbiter's squad.
Yeah, it's just his friends.
Yeah.
We needed to give them a good backstory.
It's probably just assassin elites or something.
All right, Daniel, you got a game for me?
I do. I'm gonna do something a little different. Let me pull this up.
Something different.
So we're gonna play. I try to come up with a name. I'm gonna call it "Is Mine Bigger Than Yours?" That's what the name I came up with.
What kind of game? We gotta stop recording for this game.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 2 games, and you're going to tell me which Metacritic score is higher. by telling me this game is big. This game is bigger than yours.
Okay, so I'm just picking
Okay.
the one with the higher Metacritic score.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
Let
be
me.
very good at this.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. What should I start with? I'm gonna start with Hitman 3 and Metroid Dread.
Mmm. Metroid Dread.
You say it like I said it before.
What do I have to say?
Metroid Dread is bigger than yours, or bigger than Hitman 3.
Metroid Dread is bigger than Hitman 3.
Okay. Let me see. Metroid Dread is 88. Hitman 3 is 87. Good job. Good job.
Gotcha.
Very close though. Very
Gotcha.
close though. Let me pick another one. I'm gonna do blah 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 blah. I'm gonna do unpacking and let's see. Man, they have a bunch of like other games from last year that are like collections that are like mixed in for some reason.
Ah,
I'm gonna
collections don't
do
count.
unpacking and the Forgotten City.
Ooh, Unpacking in the Forgotten City. I know people really like Unpacking. I can't imagine though. I gotta go. Forgotten City is bigger than Unpacking.
Forgotten City is not bigger than unpacking.
Really?
Forgotten City is 86. Unpacking is 87.
Robbed. Get out of here.
Robbed.
Robbed. Forgotten City should be at least a 95.
It's one of the best games this year. Yeah.
For sure.
Let's see. I'm gonna pick Ender Lilies,
Okay.
Quietus of the Nights, and then I'm also going to pick Returnal.
I feel like you're trying to throw me off here. I'm just gonna go for it. Returnal is bigger than, and what was there?
Ender Lilies,
Ender Lily.
Quietus of the
I don't even
Night.
know what that game is, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Returnal.
I talked about this game before. But,
okay.
She said Returnal's bigger then.
Yeah, I probably should have gone the other way.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Nights is 86. Returnal, 85.
There's always these random games. There's one game that's like, I think the third highest rated game this year that I never heard of. I forget what it is.
Let's see. I'm gonna pick Guilty Gear Strive and It Takes Two.
Throw me off here. You're picking like a lesser title and then up against a big dog. Makes me think you're doing it again in the lesser. I'm just gonna go for it. It Takes Two.
What's the big dog?
Well, It Takes Two is certainly bigger than the other one, right?
Maybe in terms of sales.
I'm gonna go It Takes Two.
Is bigger?
Is bigger, yeah.
It Takes Two is bigger. It Takes Two is 88, and Guilty Gear Strive is 85. Let's see. Inscription.
Big hitter this year.
Or it is. Or let's see. Chivalry 2.
That's the one you liked, right? That multiplayer first person one? Yeah. That game did look cool. What was the first one?
Inscription.
I'm gonna go Inscription is bigger than Chivalry 2.
You're wrong.
Am I? Really?
Chivalry 2 is an 85. Inscription is an 84.
Oh, okay. I thought Inscription was way higher than that.
You would think. You would think. I'm gonna say Shin Megami Tensei 5. And what do we pick here? Halo Infinite.
I'm gonna go Shin Megami Tensei 5 is bigger than Halo.
Well, let me go back to where I've lost it. Where's it at? Shin Megami Tensei 5 is in an 85. Halo Infinite in 87.
Ooh, really interesting. Go Halo.
Go Halo. Go Halo. I'm going to say Deathloop or Forza Horizon 5.
Forza Horizon 5 is bigger than Deathloop. Very confident.
It is. It is an 88 to 92.
Ooh. Forza Horizon 5, big numbers.
91. I'm sorry. Oh no, 92. I'm gonna say Psychonauts 2 or Death's Door.
Ooh. I'm gonna go Psychonauts 2 is bigger than Death's Door.
Psychonauts 2 is in a 91 for the Xbox One version in particular. Death's Door is in the 89.
Mm. How does Halo Infinite one on original OG Xbox run? Does anyone see? Have you seen that?
I have not actually.
No. I wonder how that runs on there.
Yeah, I'd be curious too. I'd be curious. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm struggling here with their like how they have this set up. I'm gonna say Wildermyth
I hardly know her.
and Wildermyth and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Okay, well, I mean, you know, you gotta be setting me up here because I don't even know what the fuck Wildermyth is. Wildermyth is bigger than Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
It's not, but it's very close.
Okay.
It's 88 for Ratchet and Clank and 87 for Wildermyth.
What is Wildermyth?
It's like a D&D like
Okay.
top-down RPG type of game. It looks really cool. It's coming to I think this is coming to Switch. I think this might have been a part of that indie thing.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I think so. And we'll do one more. It'll be Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah, Monster Hunter Rise or Chicory Colorful Tale.
No Chicory.
The final one.
Very highly reviewed this year. This has got to be very close. I'm gonna go Chicory is bigger than Monster Hunter Rise.
No, Monster Hunter Rise is an 88. Chicory is an 87.
Nah, super close. I was right on that.
Very close.
Not as good as that as I thought it'd be, but nonetheless.
The highest reviewed game this year is the Final Cut for Disco Elysium. 97. There's this game called The House in Fata Morgana.
I think that's what I was thinking of.
Which is 97.
Yeah.
That no one plays this game. It only has 9 reviews. That's why it's so high.
You gotta look at OpenCritic.
Which
is just absurd. OpenCritic does it. They also won't put like on the highest reviewed games of the year. They won't put re-releases on there. So OpenCritic.
It's just better. It's also different like scores and stuff. I generally go to Metacritic, but yeah, it's a little. I'm sorry, I was trying to like scroll through, but they're doing like different cuts and different collections. I'm like, why are you doing this? It says games released this year. But yeah, that is mine bigger than yours.
Good game. Not exactly what I thought it'd be, but nonetheless, great game. That'll do it for episode 97 of the Nerd Gods podcast. Thank you so much for watching. And please remember to subscribe to us on YouTube. You know, leave us some comments. We need to get those subscribers up. We're trying to hit 200 before we hit our episode 100. That'd be sweet. So, yeah, what do we need? Like 13 more subscribers, something like that? So,
13, 14 more.
13, 14 more. Get ahead. Just hit that subscribe button for us. We would appreciate it. Remember to subscribe to us on audio platforms as well if you want to catch us over there. Daniel, anything else you want to say?
Yay for It Takes Two.
Good job, It Takes Two. Fuck the Oscars. Tell your grandma. Bye-bye, everybody.
He said it 2 more times. Bye, everybody.